Happy Thursday. This is Toby Tompkins, CEO of Safio Inc., and this is Ask Toby. Every Thursday, we respond to questions that come in during the week about things that are on your mind, and I offer whatever perspective or I can through the lens of beautiful leadership. Question that came in this week was really no surprise in light of Mitch McConnell's recent statement warning corporate America to not be a unified voice or have an opinion, i.e. political opinion, about the voter suppression law in Georgia and other things that are going on. And the question came in from a young woman in the workplace who said that she's been watching and noticing that her leadership in her corporation has begun to waffle, most recently around what their response and language should be in response to the AAPI murders and violence against the Asian American Pacific Islander community, and now what their response should be in response to the voter suppression laws. This is a part of this. We're getting into the deep waters now, folks. And so what happens in organizations is that leaders believe in the ideals of the values that they hold, but they often don't fully think about or anticipate what the practice of those values that they claim that they hold might cause them to do as leaders. And so this is really where you distinguish the boat from the ship in the ocean, was when the storm comes. Anytime an organization holds values that are of the highest order, like justice and equality and dignity and respect, and anything that lines up with the values that our founding fathers put in place in this country, as problematic as those times may have been, you are going to be tested. And what happens is that you can threaten the entire morale and respect of your workforce, not only by the decision that you ultimately make, but the time and the tentativeness that it takes you to make it. If you say you stand for something, then you don't have to waffle. You don't have to make conditions, and you don't have to spend a whole lot of time mulling it over. Leaders who believe in and are convicted to their values and their words, not just their solidarity statements as prepared by their communications departments, but are willing to demonstrate that through their actions moving forward, already know what their response is going to be when the challenges of society and change and resistance come knocking at their door. So what I would advise leaders right now is, if you have positioned yourself as an organization that believes in justice, that believes in equality, that believes in these things, not only for your people, but for this country, that you do some scenario analysis. Take yourself through a what if exercise. What if Jesse Jackson shows up on my front lawn? What if Color of Change wants to sit down and have a conversation with me live? What if Mitch McConnell has something to say about our statements and our core values as an organization? Because your stakeholders, your employees, your customers, and the communities that you say you are a part of, they're all watching. They're all watching. You know, my parents used to have a saying, don't do what I do what I say. But that doesn't work in corporate America, okay? People are gonna do what you do. They're gonna believe you and trust you based upon your actions, not your words. Pretty fluffy words are only fluffy and pretty if they're not backed with grit and resolute and resilience. So it's time to step up. It's time to level up as leaders in this moment and be on the right side of what is happening in this world today. And that is my response to that question. And what employees can do is speak to your leaders, invite them into the conversation. ERG should be organizing one-on-ones with the key leaders and the members of their senior leadership team so that they understand clearly and properly what their collective voice is. Most particularly, the Asian American Pacific Islander and African American ERGs in your companies should be doing that. not from a place of blame or anything, but from a place of support, letting them know that you believe in the words that they shared when they created those statements last year of solidarity, and that this is what solidarity looks like to you, and this is how you will be holding them accountable to their words. Okay? And leaders, welcome that kind of your employees are behind you. All right, that's it. I think we're moving into interesting waters, and I'm seeing it in terms of the questions that are coming in, but we're bigger than this moment. Leaders are stronger than this challenge. And that's something that you can't ever forget. All right, have a great week. We'll be back on Monday with the Monday morning message for beautiful leaders. Remember, send your questions to AskToby@safio.com. Be well, be strong. Bye-bye.